West Indies face the heat in Jamaica's pink ball blow-up. There will be lights. After months of uncertainty over whether the scheduled day-night test in Jamaica will go ahead as a pink ball test, the air has cleared and been lit up, literally. On Wednesday evening, July 9th to be precise, the lights officially went on for the first time for a cricket session at the Sabina Park. For nearly half-hour or so after they were switched on, all concerned parties around the ground went about adjusting to the new ambiances at the historic test venue. The Aussie batters somehow trying to get their eyes accustomed to facing the pink ball coming at them off the black sight screens. The Aussie fielders meanwhile did the same while catching balls at different spots around the ground, including the two potentially darker spots in front of each grandstand. The West Indians did the same a day later, and that too in the company of the match officials including referee Javagal Srinath. And much to the delight of the powers that be around Jamaican cricket and the Jamaican government, day-night test cricket was given the green light for Sabina Park. It even involved an unprecedented visit by a Mexican specialist earlier in the week to certify the light levels. Though he was only around for a day, two other experts stayed back and were in high demand for interviews 2 days out from the historic test. And in another unique turn of events, the official confirmation about the test came from the Jamaican Minister for Culture, Gender, Entertainment and Sport, Olivia Grange. Which made sense too considering the local organizers are going all out in turning this into an event. There will be performers, both locally and internationally renowned, in attendance over the first few days of this final test of the Frank Worrell Trophy Series. Unfortunately though, there isn't too much optimism around how many Jamaicans will actually turn up to support the West Indies as they try to win some pride back after two heavy defeats in an interestingly low-scoring series. To the extent that the organizers have already blocked off the George Headley stand, with its Atlanta Olympic seats, for now. Purely due to the underwhelming interest in tickets at this stage. There still remain a healthy group of touring Australian fans to create some buzz at the Sabina, but it's difficult to imagine the crowd having the capacity to really light up this third test, with the trophy already having been retained by Pat Cummins and his team. As for the Australian team, this remains a last chance before the Ashes to learn more about the choices they've made in terms of their top order, and if Sam Constance is indeed the answer to their search for a stable opening partner for Usman Khawaja. That along with the intrigue around a very left-field move of playing four fast bowlers with Scott Boland coming in for Nathan Lyon, as unlikely as it still sounds. The West Indians spent most of their time practicing at Sabina Park, launching balls to different parts of the venue, like they were already in T20 mode. If that's anything to go by, then expect an entertaining test, and also a quick one. When? West Indies v Australia, D/N third test, July 12 to 16, 2025, 13:30 HRS local time, 4:30 Australian Eastern Standard Time, July 13, 0.00 hours AST, July 13. Where? Sabina Park, Kingston, Jamaica. What to expect? While the lights have been under most scrutiny, the pitch itself is one full of intrigue. Quite greenish with a lot of live grass on top, the surface looks dry and needed the ground staff to water it late on the eve of the test. The Pink Dukes has hooped around during the Nets sessions and will play a huge role in the goings-on in Kingston over the next few days. It's terribly hot during the day in Kingston, with extreme humidity to boot, so the bowlers will be happy to operate later in the day, not just because of the benefits of bowling under lights but also to make the most of the cool breeze that sets in post-sunset. Team news. West Indies. The biggest question mark around West Indies selection revolves around Craig Brathwaite, who's coming off his 100th test. With 15 runs across 4 innings, the time might have come for the former captain to get the axe with Mykyle Lewis waiting in the wings. There could also be a change at number 3 with Kesey Carty having failed to look up to the task so far. Roston Chase did also hint at bringing back his vice-captain Jomal Warrican after the 4-prong pace attack ploy in Grenada. Probable 11. Craig Brathwaite / Mykyle Lewis, John Campbell, Kesey Carty, Brandon King, Roston Chase, C, Shai Hope, WK, Justin Greaves, Alzari Joseph, Jomal Warrican / Anderson Phillip, Shamar Joseph, Jayden Seals. Australia. After having named his playing Zais in the blink of an eye for the first 2 tests, Cummins invoked a night of speculation by holding his cards close to his chest and dropping potential cues of playing 4 fast bowlers at the expense of Nathan Lyon. Lyon has been hit for a number of 6s so far, Going at nearly 4.7 and over is most expensive for any test series, but he's also pocketed wickets at a very decent average, and it'll be a very bold move to leave him out, despite the short straight boundaries at Sabina Park. Probable 11. Usman Khawaja, Sam Constas, Cameron Green, Steve Smith, Travis Head, Bo Webster, Alex Carey, W.K., Mitchell Stark, Pat Cummins, C. Nathan Lyon/Scott Boland, Josh Hazelwood. Subscribe now for more match highlights, expert analysis, and cricket news from around the world.